So today is special for two reasons. One, it is the last video devotional of the summer. So some of you may be like, yay, and some of you may be like, oh, and I hope most of you are like the last part. I've enjoyed it. I don't know if you have. Second reason it's special is because it's my birthday. Hey. So 23. So exciting. But today's devotional is going to be short. It's going to be the last one. It is about COVID-19. So I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to talk about all the theories of whether you should do this and whether you should do that and what, the right thing to do with school is. And I could sit here for hours and talk about all that. And the thing is, I'm no scientist. I have a degree in history, so that qualifies me exactly zero to say what you all should do, scientifically and medically. But what I'm here to say and talk about is how we spiritually respond to the coronavirus. Because over the past, 7 months now, we've been dealing with something that pretty much nobody alive, that I know of has dealt with in their life, and that is a pandemic. And pandemics are really hard on us. I was talking with my dad yesterday, and he was saying we are made by God to be in fellowship with people and to be around other people and to talk with them. And when we are kept from doing that, it sucks. And it's true. It's been really hard. And as many of you are not going back to school here soon, you're going to start to realize how much being around your friends really is great. And probably many of you already realized that this summer as you've been stuck inside with your parents and your siblings who are probably driving you crazy. So the Bible verse I want to talk about today kind of addresses how God responds when we go through things that are tough. And it comes from 1 Kings 19, and it's all about Elijah. And it says, this is 1 Kings 19, 3-9. It says, Elijah was afraid and ran for his life. Pause. So Elijah, you should read 1 Kings, but basically he's in a bad place. There's a king who's out to get him and kill him because he's been doing God's work in the land. Back to the beginning. So Elijah was afraid and ran for his life. When he came to Beersheba in Judah, he left his servant there, while he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness. He came to a brush. I said brush? It's bush. I don't know what's wrong with me. He came to a broom bush, sat under it, and prayed that he might die. I've had enough, Lord, he said. Take my life. I am no better than my ancestors. Then he lay down under the bush and fell asleep. All at once an angel touched him and said, Get up and eat. He looked around, and there by his head was some bread baked over hot coals in a jar of water. He ate and drank and then lay down again. The angel of the Lord came back a second time and said to him, Get up and eat, for the journey is too much for you. So he got up and ate and drank. Strengthened by that food, he traveled 40 days and 40 nights until he reached Horeb, the mountain of God. There he went to a cave and spent the night. So at first glance, this probably is like, that's kind of a weird verse to read, but I want to put it in context for you. So Elijah is worn out, he's terrified, and he literally lays down and prays that he would die because everything that's going on is just too much for him. He's exhausted, he is tired, he is afraid, and it's too much. And he prays for death to God. And an angel comes to him and says, Get up and eat, and says, the journey is too much for you. And it's here that I am so thankful that God is God and that someone like me is not God, because I would have been like, Elijah, get up, go, you got work to do. I'm God, I'm saying to do it. Come on. I'll protect you. You're stupid. You really think I'm going to let you die just like this? I protected you this whole time. Just get up and go. But God doesn't say that, and the angel doesn't say that, the messenger of God. He says, the journey is too much for you, and he gives Elijah food and rest. And I think that we, in some ways, can relate to Elijah right now, where we are exhausted from social distancing and masks and not being able to see people, and we are tired, and we are cranky, and we are angry, and we just want things to go back to normal. But God, his answer to us, like I said in one of the first devotionals, is what does rest look like now? And to rest, and he gives us what we need to keep going, right? So he gives Elijah food and nourishment. God isn't, maybe he could, definitely, again, magically make coronavirus disappear one day, but he gives us what we need to keep going. And we've got church, we've got community, we've got our family, we've got people in our lives, and God's providing for us still. So my encouragement for you is that in this season of hard times and trouble, that you guys remember that God is still active in your life. God is still watching out for you. God is not saying, are you kidding me? Like, you're just sad about this pandemic? Like, there's way worse things going on. Like, God understands your suffering, and God knows it sucks. And God loves us still. And so this coronavirus time is not going to last forever. This isn't going to be the rest of our lives. But it's probably going to go on for a little bit more time. And in the meantime, I hope you know that there are people out there like me who love you, and there are people who want the best for you, and God still is watching over you completely. So as you transition into school here soon, please know that I am here if you need to talk and if you need anything. And I know it's going to be hard, but we're going to get through it. And I'll see you guys at youth soon. So I know it's super short, but that's it for today. I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for watching these devotionals. No challenge this week because it's obviously the last one. But at the end here, you're going to see the 3 people who made instruments for this challenge this week. All 3 of you guys won because I could not choose between you 3. You're going to see the videos. I was blown away by the instruments. So great job. Thanks to all of you who participated. If you completed more than 5 or more challenges this summer, then you'll get an extra gift card. So I'll email you about that. So thanks, guys. Hope to see you soon. Bye.
Nice. And that's my project.
Ukulele.